Daytona always delivers chaos, and tonight it starts before the green flag even waves. A lightning delay trimmed qualifying to just one round. One shot, one lap to grab track position, and with passing as difficult as it is at this track, that single lap could impact who's in and who's out of the playoffs. Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick sit just inside that playoff bubble, but they're vulnerable. One surprise winner tonight, which is anything but rare at Daytona, and suddenly one of them is out. And at Daytona, it's not just about speed, it's survival. It's drafting partners, pit strategy, and maybe a little bit of luck. With the playoffs on the line, and this isn't just a regular season finale, it's the ultimate game of musical chairs. When the checkered flag falls, someone's season will be over. Kyle, you expressed some frustrations at the track last week with the RCR equipment. Just wondering, after seeing your teammate Austin win it, what were the conversations like this past week?
It's just the nature of figuring out what works for you. Austin's setup, obviously, we know how to build winning race cars. They won last week, and so his setup and with how he drives at Richmond, he has figured out a way to master that place with that. And we tried to copy it and mimic it for our team, and it just doesn't work for me. I blow the rear tires off it in 30 laps, and he can get 50 laps out of a set of rear tires. So there's definitely differences in how drivers attack different racetracks and how they use the tires and how much they push the race car. And for me, I abuse the right rear tire the heck out of it all the time. So just too aggressive on that. So we got to find something that works for me.
Well, RCR is bringing in Austin Hill, and I know you just expressed a lot of excitement over having a teammate like that, especially on a track where passing is so difficult. What do you make of that with RCR putting in that kind of investment after those frustrations you expressed?
Yeah, I mean, I think that every week, I mean, there's no lack of effort, that's for sure, you know, and having Austin have the opportunity, Austin Hill have the opportunity to come and race at Daytona. We knew that from the beginning of the year. You know, his schedule was set. We knew this was going to be the ones that he was coming to, and, you know, it's now a pivotal moment for us, the 8 team, to be able to make it into the playoffs. So having Austin Dillon getting his win last week and Austin Hill now being in the race again this week, you know, having more power is certainly going to be beneficial for us.
You also have teammates in the Chevrolet camp, and William Byron talked about how he wants to help out the Chevys after winning the regular season. Mm-hmm. He also has a teammate at Hendrick who is on the higher end of the bubble, but still a bit vulnerable. What do you make of that, where, you know, the Chevrolet help that you could get from them, but also him having a teammate with Hendrick?
Well, it's all circumstantial, because if there's the 8 car and the 48 car lined up on the front row and the 24 cars behind us, he's going to have to take his teammate's side versus my side, you know. So, but if the 48 gets crashed out early or whatever and the 24 is behind me late in the going, I would expect that he helps the Chevy teammate there and can get us to where we need to be to get a win, to get ourselves into playoffs.
And Alex Bowman expressed frustrations or an accusation of saying RCR race manipulation. Do you have any response to that?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay. And also, going into this, for the past 4 races, I'm 4 for 4 with all my pre-race interviews, winning the race. So we could keep this hopes alive. You are one of the favorites going in. What makes you so strong on this track?
I think just a history of the last 4 or 5 races here with RCR and myself being teamed up together. We've been fast. We've been in position. We've been right there. I mean, we were so close to winning the Daytona 500 here last year coming out of turn 4. I could see the white flag in the guy's hand, and it just didn't wave before the caution came out, you know. So we're always right there. We're always a force. We just got to make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck tomorrow.
Right,
I appreciate
thanks.
it. Thank you so much for waiting up for us. Yeah, I know you have a lot going on for this one in particular. Just being above the cut line, you talked about wanting to go for the stage wins, but also you got to get that win so that you can lock it in. All of your teammates have secured that, but what is it going into this one when you're the only one left with Hendrick that doesn't have that secured win?
Yeah, it's certainly been a stressful week, but you know, we've been close. We've been close to winning a lot of races this year, and you know, we're doing a lot of really good things. We've been finishing well, running well lately, so yeah, just, you know, hopefully we can get enough stage points that we're ahead of the 45 and not have to worry about it so much at the end. But if not, we're going to go to work and try to go win the thing. So yeah, stressful day.
You were talking about needing a teammate last week. You came close, but you had a moment where you were a phenomenal teammate for Chase back in Atlanta. So have there been conversations about, hey, you're going to return the favor when it comes to this one in a high-pressure moment?
Yeah, it's just such a different style of racing. Yeah. Like if we were back at Atlanta, for sure I'd be having that conversation. Yeah. But you can't really build runs like that here. You know, it's Atlanta gets kind of single file to a sense where like it's the leader and the second place guy are typically out, and then it gets 2x2. So way different situation, but yeah, I mean, hopefully get help from teammates when we can, but not sure that there's as much help to give as there is at a place like that.
Was it more friendly in the garages this week for you, trying to build those alliances with coming from the Hendrick camp?
No, I'm not worried about it.
Not
So,
politician-y?
yeah, I'm not a politician by any means. I bring my friends to the racetrack with me. So, yeah, I mean, I just stick to myself, right? So sometimes when you need those breaks, you don't get them, and that's fine. Like that's just part of what we do, and you know, everybody's different and has their different attitudes on why they do or don't do things. So that's life, and we'll keep digging.
There's that ongoing debate of the playoff format. Given the position you're in, has that changed your perspective of what is your stance of the format? Would you like to see it change?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for where I sit right now to say, hey, man, we should go off points. But I get it. It's exciting. It creates a lot of drama coming down into this place, which is, at the end of the day, exactly what NASCAR wants. So, you know, I think, well, if it was my decision, I would want just a straight up whole season long points format like we used to have. At the end of the day, as a race car driver, I have to remember that I'm just an entertainer, and what we have and all the drama we have, it can definitely entertain some people. So yeah, I get why it is how it is, but it certainly has made my life stressful this week.
You're good at the entertaining, throwing a little bit of a jab at RCR last week. I just talked to Kyle. I asked him about it. He said he has no idea what I was talking about. Do you have a response to that?
I didn't really, I don't think you can really hold everything a race car driver says
fair.
inside the race car against them, because I was just frustrated, right? Like, obviously we work closely with those guys and work together throughout the week with all the Chevy teams. And yeah, I mean, I think what happened with a different lap car about 15 laps before that just had me so frustrated. But yeah, that's just, that's racing. That's part of the game, and it's what we're here for.
Well, your Chevrolet and Hendrick teammate William Byron won the regular season. Afterwards, he said he wants to help Chevrolets, but also looking at Kyle Busch in a Chevrolet car, needing that help. He also has Austin Hill coming in as that support. So what have your conversations been like with William, considering that he's your Hendrick teammate as well as Chevrolet?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of just depends on the situation at the end of the race, right? Like, I don't think, the way speedway racing has become, you kind of get in line and you're pretty stuck with what you're doing. So there's not like there's a lot less decision making as a race car driver than there used to be about like who you're going to push or who you're not going to push. So yeah, hopefully we're just out front, don't have to worry about it.
We won't hold you up anymore. I know it's busy for you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, and best of luck tonight or
Thanks.
tomorrow. Thank you so much. Ryan, the inclement weather puts you in a spot for you leading the pole. How much of a benefit is that, considering how passing can be so difficult on this track?
Yeah, it was got the benefit of running good last week, and by process of elimination ends up on the pole. So yeah, good to have number one pit stall and control the race to start. But that's kind of the easiest point, is how do you go through stage two and then the final one to position yourself at the end. But yeah, it was good to have that go our way today, and definitely doesn't hurt for tomorrow.
Yeah, and you are the favorite. All three Penskes lead the betting, the sports books. I don't know if you pay attention to that. I was telling Drew, your PR guy, I'm newer to NASCAR. I primarily cover football, but of all the races I've covered, every single time I had a pre-race interview, they went on to win. So you're in a good position. You could keep me going 5 for 5. That would be a strong start to the sport for me. So what can you make of that?
All right, well,
If you're superstitious at all.
no, that's good luck.
Right. I'm
hope-
kind of banking on you.
I hope not to break your streak.
You're starting strong. But
but
we
yeah.
also got Bowman, too.
Yeah,
And Kyle.
Oh, well,
Kyle Busch.
well, now you're just getting too many picks.
So, but like Fords.
Yeah. No, the Fords are always strong here. It's nice that myself and Joey and Austin start up towards the front, and we've had good history here, that's for sure. And just a matter of all of us getting to the end. That's kind of the biggest thing, is avoiding kind of the big accident, the big one. And sometimes you have nothing to do with it, and you're wadded up in it. But all you can do is just try to work together the best you can, and lead laps. Like, the safest place to be is the front and leading and controlling the pace. So hopefully we can accomplish that.
Earlier this season, all three of these Penske cars, also the favorites to win in this one, but they had 125 laps led earlier this season. What makes them so good at this track?
Yeah, I think number one's fast cars is the obvious answer, but I think the teamwork side of it we do really well. We all try to find each other and we trust each other. Like when someone makes a move, like we trust that's the right move and you work with that person and just our teamwork to me I think is second to none. Like I think we really work with each other better than other teams. I think that's really separates us here because if we've kind of decided like, hey, if we can get three of us lined up, we're going to the front. Like we can get there, our cars are fast enough and we work well enough together and we know what we're doing, like, and we have an idea of how to do it. So yeah, teamwork, fast cars, you have two of those things, it's a pretty good recipe.
Yeah, you had some extra meetings with the Ford crew. What are the teamwork in that regard with Penske having secured spots for the playoffs?
I mean, try to get one of us in victory lane. I mean, that's at the end of the day, we have to worry about our team and our group and my job, right? I have to worry about me and the 12 car and things like that. But at the same time, like you're going to work with the Fords and your teammates to get there, you know, and that's the biggest thing. But then when it comes down to it, like you're going to do what's best for you and be big to win tomorrow night. So yeah, teamwork until it benefits you. But you know, that's you deal with that stuff when you get to it.
And qualifying, you guys skipped out on that. But like at a track similar, but not exactly the same in Atlanta, Ford's dominated 8 qualifying top spots. You missed out on that because of the weather. Does that have a factor when it comes to the drafting and the teamwork?
Not really.
Okay.
You know, the car changes so much from like, well, if we were to qualify today, it's just single car. You know, none of that's in effect. But the problem with these speedways is the difficult part is when you put 40 of us out there together and we're all running an inch or two away from each other at 200 miles an hour, that's where the trouble begins, and that's where your car starts to handle bad. That's where one little mistake by anybody can cause a 20-car pileup. It's just the nature of the beast. So even if we did qualify today, we wouldn't really know what we got until we drop the green flag tomorrow. And then you start your work from there, and you figure out what you need to do to either make your car better, what I need to do as a driver to kind of get back situated with this stuff. So it's hard these places with no laps before the race weekend, unlike other places, to just get your brain kind of turned on. But that's what we do this for. You can flip the switch pretty quick.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck this weekend, and I hope you can keep this win streak alive for me.
I'm gonna try to
We
do that
got
for
the
you.
luck on our side, and luck matters here. So
I do. I'll take all the luck I can get here.
thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome.
guys
Were we
appreciate
good
it.
on time?
Yeah, we're
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. We're officially done. Boom. Complete.